In Module 2, second part is digital switching systems. Introduction. Three categories of telephone systems are circuit switching, station equipment, transmission. Digital switching systems. System analysis and the design is defined as the process of developing user requirement and designing systems to achieve them effectively. An exchange or central office is a large complex system comprising many subsystems, each with unique characteristics and functionalities. In order to analyze the DSS, basic understanding of the subsystem and their functionality is necessary. Purpose of analysis. The purpose of analyzing a DSS is to understand the reliability of the system. The modern private branch exchange support both the telephone services and internet access to the user. Due to the increase in usage of the internet, the users always depend on the electronic data transfer. So in this case, the DSS should be reliable but should be secured and efficient. Modern DSS are very complex system, so an engineer requires guidance in order to analyze the system. In order to understand the reliability of a DSS, a professional must know the working of the DSS along with software and hardware reliability and architecture of DSS. To analyze the DSS, understanding of the following approaches is necessary. Understand the architecture of the DSS. A hypothetical generic DSS is developed. This model has high-level subsystems. The path of some common calls to the generic DSS is traced. Understand the communication and control that are required for DSS. Understand the different type of call switching techniques used in the DSS. Explore the reliability models that describes the subsystem of a typical DSS. Understand the different types of call switching technologies used in DSS. Explore the reliability models that describe the subsystem of a typical DSS. The software architecture of DSS along with the assessment and prediction of software quality are covered. Operational and maintenance issues of a DSS that may impact its operational reliability are explored. Reliability models for network element that interface with the DSS are created. Basic central office linkages. Basic central office and its linkages to other facilities are shown in the figure. So central office link with the carrier facilities, digital cross connect, special services, power plant, trunk distributing frame, main distributing frame. Main distribution frame, that is MDF, it is the location where all the lines and other related links are cross connected to the CO switch. It is also called as line side of a switch. All the lines from the subscriber terminate in the MDF. It has two sides, a vertical and a horizontal. The subscriber cables terminate on the vertical side. The wiring from the DSS, referred to as a line equipment, terminates on the horizontal side. The assignment process for subscriber to the line equipment is usually automated. Trunk distribution frame. It is a location where all the trunks and other related links are cross connected to the CO switch. It is also called as trunk side of a switch. All trunk cabling from the different location terminates in the TDF. TDF has two sides, a vertical and a horizontal. The trunk cables terminate on the vertical side. The wiring from the DSS, referred to as a trunk equipment, terminates on the horizontal side. The assignment process from trunk to trunk equipment is usually automated. Power plant, a combination of power converters, a battery systems and emergency power sources with a supply basic minus 48 volts and plus 24 volts. DC power and protected AC power to a group of CO switches. A PDF, that is power distribution frame, is used to provide special voltage conversion and protection for the CO. Carrier facilities. These provide the carrier or multiplex transmission mode between CO and with the other parts of the telephone network. These facilities use coaxial cables and radio satellite systems. They terminate on TDF for cross connection to the DSS. Digital Cross Connect. Digital Cross Connect provides automatic assignment and cross connections of trunks to DSS. It can be considered as a small switching system for trunks. Special services. These services include emergency calls, customer care services, and data services. Outside plant versus inside plant. In order to analyze the DSS, the classification of inside plant and outside plant of switching network element is necessary. Any element of telephony equipment outside the CO box such as MDF and carrier system is classified as outside plant. CO equipment such as central processor, switching fabric and tone generator are called as inside plant. Switching system hierarchy. Calls through the switching network follow a hierarchical path. The search for a path is through the class 5, class 4, class 3, class 2 and class 1. In addition, there is international gateway offices used for international destination calls through cables, satellites or microwaves. Below figure shows the switching system hierarchy. So you can see in the figure class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4 and class 5. Local exchange class 5. It is also called to a end office or central office. The purpose of class 5 is to connect the subscriber to toll centers via trunks and records the subscriber billing information. Tandem or toll-free class 4. A class 5 COs interfaces with the tandem offices. Class 4 switches primarily switch the trunk traffic between class 5 offices. Primary toll center class 3. The class 3 switches can be directly served by the class 4 and class 5 offices depending on the trunk deployment. Class 3 offices have the capability to storing, modifying, prefixing, translating or code converting received digits as well as finding the most efficient routing to higher level toll offices. Sectional toll center class 2 switch acts as toll center and can home into class 1 offices. Regional toll center, that is class 1. Class 1 switch act as a toll center and can home into international gateway offices. International gateway. These offices have direct access to international gateway offices in other countries. They provide international operators assistance. Advantages is it provides the efficient way of searching path via the network. Disadvantages: if the primary network goes down, then entire network is inaccessible. Evolution of digital switching system. Most of the design concept of DSS come from the electromechanical telephony switching system of the past. For instance, the control structure, call handling, alternative routing, billing, etc. all evolved from earlier crossbar switching system. The early electronic system used crossbar switches as its switching matrix or switching fabric. The first one is stored program control switching systems. The modern switching systems are controlled by the microcontrollers. It is a software controlled central processor. The control of switching function was programmed into memory and actions were executed by the control processor. The earlier electronic switching system had temporary memory for storing transient call information and some permanent memories to carry programming information. Simplified view of telephony switch is as shown in the figure. It is also called as stored program control switching system. So the stored program control system consists of the trunk control, maintenance control, ancillary control and line control. The basic function of an SPC system is to control the line originations and terminations and to provide trunk routing to other central or tandem offices. SPC also control features and the functions of a CO called an ancillary control. SPC system consists of central processor and all its peripherals are controlled by central processor. These processors are duplicated for reliability. The modern DSS consisting of a number of processors and uses distributed software and hardware architecture. The maintenance functions of modern DSS are originated from SPC. A separate processor will take care of the maintenance function.